I figured I'd do a little garden tour since I'm just out here watering. This is my elderberry tree. So hopefully that'll produce some berries someday soon. I've had it for almost 2 years now. It came as a cutting, so I just put it into soil and grew it from just a wood cutting. And then here is, I have a passion vine, so hopefully that'll have some fruit on it soon too. And then over here, I have a raspberry plant. This one has thorns. I have, this one doesn't have thorns. I have a boysenberry plant that has a lot of thorns, and so I got this one that is a thornless because thorns suck. So this is my philodendron, split-leaf philodendron. They like lots of water. They're a tropical plant. And I like its big leaves. No fruit for that one. It's just cute. So over here, I already watered this one. It's a Natal plum. So hopefully we'll get some plums on there too. The plums are delicious. They grow all over the place. I see them a lot in parking lots. And just like along the coast, pretty much if you go to, any beach city, you're gonna see these. They're originally from South Africa, I believe, but yeah, they grow all over the place here. And here I have some of my seedlings, my vegetables. I've got cucumbers and broccoli, pumpkins, beans, tomatoes, all kinds of stuff. And then over to my garden. I gotta open my gate. It's just a piece of lattice to keep the dogs out. Here I have all my herbs. Here is my boysenberry plant, the one with all the thorns, which it's horrible to try to dig through here to get weeds. Some weeds grow in between here, and it's almost impossible to pull the weeds. I have to wait till they get taller than it and hope I get the roots out, because usually I can't. But yeah, I can't stick your hand in there. It's horrible. Even with gloves on, those little tiny thorns even go through gloves, so they're pretty much useless. Here I have kale. Kale is super easy to grow. It does really, really well in the cold, and it does well in the heat. It's awesome, so I like to use that. I feed it to my bearded dragon and also cook with it, and you can even cook it for the dogs. Yeah, pretty much everybody can eat it. Get out of my garden! What are you thinking? Trampling my plants. Over here I have my tomatoes. I don't know what kind these are, because the ones that were here before just dropped tomatoes, and so now that's what's growing. Hey, Crashy boy. No, out of the garden! That's why I have the lattice up, to keep them out, because they will just trample everything. Yeah, so there might be some yellow pear tomatoes and some cherry tomatoes, but I'm not sure what's here. We'll find out when they produce tomatoes. Over here I have my snow peas. I love these snow peas. They are delicious in stir fries or even to eat raw, and the kids love them. They just come out here and pick them and eat them off the plant. Neighbor kids come over and everybody eats their vegetables. And over here I have a bunch of tomato plants that I pulled out. They were my weeds, and the soil was really soft and the roots looked fine on them, so I put them in pots. And again, also don't know what kind these are, because they just grew from the dropped tomatoes, so I don't know which plants are which. So we'll find out, and we'll have lots of tomatoes. Over here I have my grape plants. I thought this one was dead back here, but it's not, because it started sprouting off leaves way after the other one did. I figured they would do it about the same time if it was healthy, but they're different kinds of grapes, so they grow in different climates, so maybe that's why they grow at different times. And then I have over here my pepper plants. I have poblano peppers here, serranos over here. I have a super chili here, which is super hot. And then I have my jalapenos over here, which I love all of those. And here is my orange tree, which has a whole bunch of little baby oranges, if you can see those. Can't wait to have oranges. Love it. And then over here is my lemon tree. Has a bunch of little lemons on it too. And then over here I have my lime tree. It's got a whole bunch of new leaf growth. It has some little limes growing on it, but it dropped a lot off in the storm. We had some rain, and I think this one, it was missing a lot of leaves, so I think it's focusing on producing more leaves, and it dropped all the limes. There's a few little ones. So hopefully those keep growing. And then over there I have my olive tree. And then in that pot back there I have some mint in that pot, and I have some mint in this pot here. I keep the mint in the pots because it'll take over wherever you plant it. The roots just send runners off everywhere, and mint will sprout up all over the place. So I have them in pots on the concrete so it can't shoot runners out under the pot, because they do that sometimes too. That's what this plant did. So it has like this. This is not connected to it. It sent out roots and grew a new one, and there's some more over there under the lattice and stuff, which is fine because I kind of want it to grow up the lattice and kind of just take over and grow lots of boysenberries. And that is my garden for right now. I'm gonna plant a whole bunch more stuff when all the seedlings are big enough. Like more green beans. I showed you that tray over there. It has a whole bunch more stuff in it. So that's the garden. Thanks for hanging out with me today.